Here's one valuable piece of advice. Maybe even the wisest thing I can come up with. It's that it's probably not the best idea to get life advice from a 19-year-old idiot with little to no life experience. Yup. That's definitely not me. Go read a book or something. Or maybe get advice from 2,000-year-old dead people. Speaking of 2,000-year-old dead people, who has more life experience and can give better advice than an actual emperor of Rome? A man of pure virtue. A real philosopher king. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius ruled over an empire ravaged by rebellion, the Antonine Plague, and other crises of that time. He lived through the constant stress of being a ruler and trying to hold together a crumbling empire. Even through it all, he was able to write journals. Compiled, they are now famously known as the Meditations. A collection of the thoughts he wrote for himself and ideas on Stoic philosophy. He lived his life based on the principles of Stoicism. That you have little power over the things around you. The only thing in this world that you have power over is yourself. Your mind. Your reaction to bad things that happen. You shouldn't see yourself as being unlucky to be having to endure pain, but rather that to go through it and be unfazed is a good thing. There are things in life that you just can't control. You can stress over them and let them live in your mind rent-free and turn away in defeat. Or calmly accept them, endure, and in the end, let the will triumph, because you are strong enough to be unaffected by it and still be yourself. The same goes for people. There are, and there will always be jerks. And this shouldn't be an impediment to being a good person. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. Reacting with negativity only births more evil into the world. The least you can do is don't mind these kinds of jerks. Just live with it and be a good example. The best revenge is to not be like your enemy. If you treat them badly in return, it would be as if you become the very thing you hate. Even if the whole world turns to degeneracy and all kinds of craziness, you should still strive to live with virtue. They may accuse you of not acting normal because they've normalized debauchery, but you can know to yourself that you are in the right. And that's all that matters. The object in life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. A bit dark, I know. But that's reality. We're all going to die. Someday. Maybe today. Maybe even while watching this. Don't live as if you had endless years ahead of you. Death overshadows you. While you're alive and able. Be good. We're all going to die someday. Might as well party it out, right? Well, no. That isn't an excuse to be a hedonist and a degenerate who doesn't care about anything and anyone but himself and things that serve his pleasure. Instead, think of it this way. Living a life of virtue allows your good works to live on in the minds of your loved ones and those you've interacted with. It's almost like being immortal. And that's a comforting thought. Memento mori. Know that sooner or later, you're going to die.